Hi, I'm Dr. Dyan Haspel-Johnson, and it's time for a sleep tip. So, if you think about the awake and the sleep cycles, right? When we're wide awake and when we are deep asleep, those are like waves, right? Like a wave cresting of the ocean, right? So one is maybe a peak, being wide awake, right? That's around 11 a.m. actually for most people. Wide awake, our cortisol is kind of high. And then deep asleep, that we go down to another wave where we go down deep. And actually that's when our cortisol is at its lowest. That's generally for most people around midnight. So you're riding these waves, right? And when we have difficulty with going to sleep, right? That's insomnia, or waking up, that's sort of like feeling alert, waking up, not pushing that snooze button. We are actually then having smooth rides on those waves. And you can kind of ask yourself, am I having those kinds of smooth rides on the waves, or am I having some difficulty? Am I falling like a surfer, right? And so what we really want to do is we want to ride those waves smoothly. So we have our peaks where we have the most alertness, and then we go to sleep. So the question is what is happening for you? I talk about these kinds of peaks in my free ebook, and I talk about how to maximize and get the most out of the waves that happen during the day to help you sleep better at night. So you can download those free ebook, watch a video. I talk much more detail about this. But one thing that you really want to think about here is how you can get the most of those waves. And one of the reasons that I love hypnosis and I love self-hypnosis, and I encourage you to learn self-hypnosis, is because hypnosis on the brain studies has been shown to activate actually the brain wave, which is a theta brain wave, that we see in the third stage of slow wave non-REM sleep. That's when we start to get the really slow, good quality, deep rest. So that's when we're starting to hit those, I guess it's those valleys, you might say, of where we're beginning to really rest deeply and get the sleep that we so crave. So the thing that's interesting about that, as I was saying before, is that hypnosis actually activates that theta brainwave, that part of the brain that gets those waves that get activated when we are riding those slow wave sleep brainwaves. So that's interesting, and I think it's one of the reasons why self-hypnosis and daily self-hypnosis can make such a huge difference for sleep. So go to the link in my profile, get more materials, get more information. It's all free about that. I think it's going to help you to know how to maximize those brain waves. And don't forget to subscribe, because I put out a lot of these sleep tips, and I think you might find it helpful. All right, sweet dreams.